All right, so number 8 is you're given a 95% confidence interval for the proportion of U.S. households that have a dog. And the resulting confidence interval is somewhere between 42.5 and 48.7%, where 95% confident, the true percentage of people that have a dog is between those two numbers. So calculate the margin of error for this interval. Now, if you think about this, margin of error is just how far apart they are divided by 2. And let me show you why. Because if you got like this interval, right? And you got the middle right here, which is like the mean. And then you got the two outside points. 42.5, that is the lower bound. And then you got the upper bound, which is 48.7. And to find the middle point between those two, you just add them up and divide by 2. But to find how far apart the margin of error is from here to here, that would be the margin of error. If they asked for that middle part, you would have to add them and divide by 2. But since they're asking for the margin of error, you're just going to subtract them and divide by 2. So it's going to be 48.7 minus 42.5 divided by 2. And let's get our calculation there. So it is 48.7 minus 42.5 divided by 2. And it's 3.1. So it's 3.1%. And it can be a little difficult to understand conceptually what the margin of error is just looking at this formula and stuff like that. But let me give you a good, like a simpler one so you can get a feel for how the margin of error works. If I've got two numbers that are between 10 and 20, right? And where's the middle point of that between 10 and 20 is 15, right? So how far apart are they from the middle, which would be the margin of error? It'd be 5 apart, right? Because it'd be 10, 15, 20. It'd be 10 to 15 to 20. So the margin of error would be 5. So you start at 15, you go 5 in both directions. So the formula to figure out that margin of error is you just subtract these two. 20 minus 10 is 10 divided by 2 is 5. And so you can see it easily when the numbers are easy, but when the numbers are a little weirder like this, you're going to need the formula to figure this out. All right, so that is how you find margin of error based on the confidence interval.